welcome to another Rosie Your Realtor show. Today we have someone from very far away. Well, maybe not too far. But today we have Pamela Witt with First Lending Solutions all the way from Tennessee. Hi, Pamela.
Hi.
How are you? Good.
Thank you. I'm super excited.
Yes, me too. Isn't it great we could do these virtually and I don't actually have to fly you out here?
Right?
Very cool. So, Pamela, tell me a little bit about yourself.
So my name is Pamela Witt, like you said, with First Lending Solutions, and I've been in the business for over 16 years now.
Wow.
And my husband was military. He retired about 4 years ago from the Navy. We landed in California about 18 years ago, and I did property management before that and just decided to get into the loan side of things to help buyers. And I've been doing it ever since and absolutely love it. We decided a couple years ago to buy land out in Tennessee, and then just things started going super fast. We decided to build, and then COVID hit. And prior to COVID, I was flying back and forth doing business in both California and Tennessee. And I just came home one day and said, it's time to leave. So last year, August 26th, we landed in Tennessee and haven't looked back. Awesome. I still work with a lot of clients out of California, but Tennessee as well, because there's a lot of people moving here. So
very cool. Well, and I'm so glad we connected, because literally just this month, I have 2 clients going to Tennessee. We're seeing, I would say Tennessee is probably the state where I'm losing most of my clients to, right? So I think we could have a really good relationship here.
Right.
And then probably Idaho and Nevada. And I've even had some clients leave the country. So,
oh, wow.
Yeah, I've had a couple, which was random, but so I felt it was definitely necessary to bring someone, start building those relationships with Tennessee, because especially, when people, all they know is California, they're not really sure where to start, what direction to take to, they know what they want to leave, but how do we get there? So hopefully you can help us with that today. And so tell me about your business.
So First Lending Solutions, I've been with them since day one, and we specialize in VA, FHA, conventional, pretty much all the programs out there that we can do. And we've been around forever, it seems like. So I just enjoy working with buyers and finding the perfect loan that fits their needs. A lot of people moving out of California coming to Tennessee, there's a lot that they don't know, they don't know the area, they don't know the schools and things like that. So we have with you a partnership with agents that you can refer them to, that can help them, guide them, show them, the areas that would best fit their needs. Some people do it all through video. And some people come out here. Yeah, it's quite strange. Well, you and I have a client, actually, a mutual client that was referred to me, and she hasn't been out here yet. And I was just talking to her, and it happened to have a house available in our neighborhood that came up for sale. Yeah, so she's going to be living like right in my same neighborhood. Like it worked out perfect.
And it looks beautiful, and it's gated, and it's huge, and she's paying like nothing for it.
So we found 5 acres in a gated community about an hour and 10 minutes from Nashville, 30 minutes to the nearest town. We're on 5 acres, but it's gated, like I said, and there's different acreage, and there's only 6 of us out here. So you can build your dream home next to nothing compared to California. The property taxes are super cheap here. So I'm so excited to have her in our neighborhood, in our little group. So
yeah, that is exciting.
Thank you for that.
It's a dream of mine to build a home. That's something that we want to look into.
Yeah. So a lot of people moving from California and other states that are moving to Tennessee or any state that they're looking at. I have a lot of questions about second homes. What is a second home?
Yes.
A second, yeah. A second home is a property that you intend to occupy for parts throughout the year. Tennessee, there's hunting, fishing, lakes, rivers, just so hiking. There's just so much to do. And a lot of people that are leaving California that want to purchase a home, but they're not ready yet to fully move out here. Second home is the best option because they can come out and visit. It's to get away, stress, let the stress go, relax, do whatever you want to do out here and have the benefits of a second home. And so you're occupying it part of the year, and on a second home, you only have to put down 10%. You don't have to put down 20%. Yeah, 10% for second home.
Oh, I don't know. I was thinking it was a 20 and 25 for investments. Okay.
Yeah. Well, so the difference between a second home and investment property is a second home, you're actually going to be occupying it throughout the year, to where an investment property, you're purchasing it to rent it out. So investment property is 20% down, but a second home you can do as little as 10% down. And you still have the mortgage insurance, but at least it gets your foot in the door, and then you can figure out what you're going to do when you leave California. And then also the second home, you have, if you don't currently own a home now, you can still purchase a home, second home. Second home means like I said before, you're occupying it throughout the year. You're not physically primary occupying it for the full year. So that's why we call it a second home. So if you don't currently own a home, you can still buy a home with 10% down, second home, and enjoy the benefits of that. So, yeah.
Very awesome. Yeah. And especially like for, a lot of what we're seeing is young families leaving, right? It's just, and a lot of those young families don't own. I happen to, obviously, because I'm in real estate, a lot of what I'm seeing is people that do own a home and they're leaving, but being involved in the school district, it's a lot of families that don't own, and they can't get to the point where they can own here. So they need that second home option. And for many of them, because they're living paycheck to paycheck, pennies on the help they could get. So the 10% is, it's great. I don't know why I thought it was 20, but maybe it was the whole PMI thing. But that's awesome. And, knowing, I don't know how many countless families I've helped this year where they move out of state, but they want to secure something before they get there. So knowing that they can have a second home is comforting. Well, very cool. So
it's a good tax benefit too, as well. I mean, you can always talk, we don't give tax advice, but it's always good to talk to your tax preparer and see what the benefits are having a second home. Also, Tennessee, and we don't see a lot of it in California, but USDA, which is another program that I've done more and more out here, and that's zero money down. So it's a rural development program, kind of like FHA, down payment assistance program, but it's it has a very little mortgage insurance on it. The interest rates are really good, like FHA, and their mortgage insurance, I think it's 0.35. I'm not quite sure. I think it's 0.35, but it's less than FHA, and it's zero money down. So you don't have to put any money down, but you do have to occupy it full time. And there is income limits, which are still pretty high, so they can look at that, especially for first-time home buyers that are looking to move out of California, to have that opportunity, that don't have a huge savings, because it costs quite a bit of money to leave.
Yeah, I know. I've done that. I did it once, or my husband and I did it once. We decided we were done with California, moved to Washington for a whole year and a half, and realized it wasn't for us, and we came back.
Yeah, I'm from Washington State, actually. So Tennessee is a lot like Washington State. The greenery and all that stuff, but we get a lot of rain, but it's not like a downpour where it just drizzles all day long and it's gloomy. I
Yeah.
mean, I was just talking to a client a few minutes ago that's in Clarksville, which is about an hour from us. And she's like, yeah, it just started downpouring for 10 minutes and it's gone. And the sun's out again.
Okay. Unlike
So,
Washington, it's a constant drizzle. Yeah.
yes,
Very
exactly.
cool. Very
Exactly.
cool.
So yeah.
Well, very fun. Well, Pamela, if somebody wanted to contact you direct because they're, maybe they're ready to move or just trying to get some information, what's the best way to contact you?
The best way to contact me is my cell phone, which is 858-518-1506.
Okay.
Or they can email me at Pamela@firstlendingonline.com.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
And I have that information up there now.
And if they have any questions at all, they're more than welcome to reach out to me, ask me questions, areas, jobs, whatever we can do to make the move easier for them is the best.
Perfect. And I would imagine you get a lot more random questions than our average local lenders because they don't know the area. They don't know a process or, maybe they've bought and sold here, but this is a whole new world to just get up and leave the whole state. So
yes, for sure. Tennessee is a lovely state. I absolutely love it here. Everyone asks me, well, there has to be something you don't like. What's the negative of it? Is there anything? And I'm like, I cannot think of anything. The only thing I can think of is the Mexican food. I miss the Mexican food.
Yeah. It's funny you say that. A client that moved out there earlier in the year was like, I can't find tortillas. I was like, what? And she's like, and they're used to Taco Tuesday at home. And it's just like, I can't find tortillas. And apparently a bunch of old friends shipped them tortillas, which I thought was hilarious. But
yeah, you cannot find fresh tortillas here. Actually, my girlfriend sent me some from California.
Oh, how funny. Well, maybe that's, my next business venture if I ever move out there.
Yes. Anyone looking to move to Tennessee that wants to open up a Mexican restaurant would be awesome. You will be totally busy.
Very fun. Very fun. All right, Pamela, well, thank you so much for coming on today. I'm sure people will be reaching out because, there's just so many people leaving and you've been tremendous help. So we really appreciate you. Thank you.
Well, we appreciate you too and looking forward to working with you some more.
Yes, of course. Thank you.